Welcome to this tutorial on retrieving a list of file names from a folder directly into Excel. We'll explore 3 efficient methods that will help you streamline the process of accessing file names without manually searching or copying each one. Using the Files function, utilizing file and web browsers, and employing an Excel VBA macro. Let's start with method 1, which involves using the Files function in Excel. This function is a dynamic way to list file names from a specified directory and is particularly useful when you need to refresh the list automatically. Begin by specifying the directory path in cell B1 where you want to fetch the list of file names. Ensure the path is accurate and includes the correct file type wildcard, such as *.txt or *XLSX, to filter the files you're interested in. Navigate to the Formulas tab and define a name for the Files function. This step allows you to create a reusable component in your workbook, making it easier to reference and manipulate the list of files. Create a formula in cell B3 that utilizes the defined name to generate a list of file names. Use the autofill handle to extend the formula downwards, populating the list with each file name from the directory. After applying the formula, you'll observe the list of file names populating in your worksheet, providing a clear and organized view of the files within the specified folder. Method 2 offers a manual approach using file and web browsers to get the list of file names. This method is useful when you need a one-time list or prefer not to use VBA macros. If you want to use this method to get the list of file name from a directory, you need to install one web browser, such as Firefox, Chrome or IE. Then do it follow steps. Move to the destination folder or directory on the Windows File Explorer, then copy the path of that directory. Such as C Windows, NUS. Open any web browser installed in your computer and paste the copied path in the address bar, then press Enter key. You will see that it will add prefix file:// at the beginning of the path in the address bar. And the file name list will be shown in the web page. Press Ctrl plus a shortcut to select all of file names in the web page and then press Ctrl plus C to copy the selected content. Open your worksheet, then press Ctrl plus V to paste all file names into your worksheet. For an automated and dynamic approach, method 3 employs a VBA macro to fetch file names. This method is ideal for users who need to frequently update their file lists or who work with large numbers of files. To begin with method 3, open your Excel workbook and navigate to the Developer tab. If you don't see this tab, you may need to enable it via Excel's options. Click on the Visual Basic command under the Developer tab to open the Visual Basic editor, or use the shortcut Alt plus F11 to access the editor directly. In the Visual Basic editor, click on Insert in the menu and then select Module. This will create a new module in the Project Explorer where you can write your VBA code. Now, paste the provided VBA code into the code window of the new module. This code will create a macro that allows you to select a folder and lists all file names within that folder into your worksheet. The VBA code uses the application File Dialog method to open a folder picker dialog. It then loops through all files in the selected folder, retrieving their names and listing them in the worksheet starting from the active cell. After pasting the code, save your work in the VBA editor by clicking File, and then Save. This step ensures that your macro is stored with your workbook. Return to your Excel worksheet and go to the Developer tab. Click on the Macros button. Select the Get File Names macro from the list. And click Run to execute it. A folder picker dialog will appear. Navigate to and select the folder from which you want to retrieve the list of file names. Then click OK. Select the destination cell where you want the file names to start. Then click OK. The macro will populate the list of file names from the selected folder, starting from the active cell in your worksheet. You can see the file names being listed one by one as the macro executes. With the macro completed, you now have a dynamic list of file names in your worksheet. This method is particularly useful for automating the retrieval of file names from a specific directory. Congratulations! You've learned 3 different methods to get a list of file names from a folder into Excel, enhancing your ability to manage and reference files within your workbooks efficiently. Thanks for watching this tutorial on retrieving file names in Excel. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask. Don't forget to subscribe for more Excel tips, tricks, and in-depth guides to improve your productivity.